What have we got here? Wow, been a while since this has seen the light of day. Dio. Ever heard of that brand? Huh? Ah! Welcome to the House of Shreds first ever Halloween special. Ooh, spooky. As always, I will be your host, KC Shred. This silly looking sook is the Shred Demon, and this is the, drum roll please, OLP Coffin case guitar. You all thought it'd be a BC Rich. Sucked in. So what is it? It's that time of year again. The time in the Northern Hemisphere where the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is its thinnest. Some crap like that. Candy. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, in this time of year, it's the veil between sense and stupidity that's thinnest. Either way, it's the last opportunity to torment me with fake spiders' webs, plastic spiders. While we all get tormented by Mariah Carey's Christmas CD, coming to every shopping center near you in December 1st. So let's take a look at what was in the coffin. Well, not a BC Rich, but believe it or not, it's about as close as you can get to one. Black, kind of pointy, and most importantly, brought to you by Handsome Music Group. You know, the company who owned BC Rich for a while. The ones that bought you all those imported warlocks from China. No, not Class Act. The other one. Anyway, so let's find out more about this little known brand and discover how this rather strange guitar came to be. Last week in the early 1990s, the Hansa Group was sending out proposals to just about every well-known guitar brand, hoping to score a sweet, sweet licensing deal on some well-known guitar shapes. You know, so they wouldn't have to come up with their own designs. It's a tale as old as time. One such company they approached was Ernie Ball Music Man, who up until then had not offered a budget-friendly model to all the wannabe Eddie Van Halens out there. And after a bit of back and forth, a deal was struck, and Hansa began crafting Music Man clones and branding them OLP. Which actually stands for, wait for it, officially licensed product. That's so silly! I guess it does exactly what it says on the tin. But anyway, OLP didn't just team up with the Music Man. They also jumped into bed with the legendary artist Stephen McSwain to make the tin top. So good. But then they went full retard.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Teamed up with the hit TV show American Chopper and created a line of guitars they called the OLP OCC. Made in China too. Moving on. But after a few years of mediocre sales, the Hansa Group did a deal with another juggernaut in the music industry called Praxis, licensing to produce the Music Man clones. And with that, Hansa washed its hands of OLP, and Sterling by Music Man was born. But what do you get? Right, let's take a snapshot of what you get with this oddly mysterious guitar. Hey, are you even paying attention? What? We already spoke about this. You're too damn old to go trick-or-treating. That's what little kid is. So let's move on. Come on. Don't give me that look. Big eye socket don't work on me. Oh, all right. Damn, you're a child. But if you're gonna go trick-or-treating, you're gonna need a mask. Cover up that ugly face of yours. Okay, I guess that'll do. You're also gonna need a bag. Well, where the hell did you get that? House of Shred has merch? When was somebody bloody gonna tell me? Well, Bugger off then. No eating the candy before you get back. Oh, and all the birdie beetles are mine. Hear that? All of them. Welcome back. Did you have fun? Good. Too old to be walking the streets begging for handouts. This isn't Dandenong, you know. Anyway, let's see what you got. Ooh, look at that. Some dodgy idiot gave you some basswood. That's a good budget option when looking for a base to build your shred machine. Come on, that was funny. What else you get? 2 OLP high output humbuckers and bolt-on maple neck. Ooh, those coffin-shaped fret markers are a nice touch. And the neck plate also being coffin-shaped is oh so cute. And there it is. The whole reason anybody bought one of these things. The custom coffin-shaped hard case. Just look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Quality and workmanship of these cases for my coffin case cannot be understated. They're amazing! I can still remember going to gigs with my custom warlock in one of these cases back when I was a much younger, better-looking Casey Shred. The amount of attention you got just walking in the door with one of these cases was unbelievable. You didn't even have to, play guitar. Just carry one of these cases around and you were automatically, 40% more popular. Anyway, let's put on our go-go gadget specs and see if the guitar can match up to the case when it comes to quality. Did somebody care? Okay, it's kind of a mixed bag. And as this OLP Coffin guitar came to us secondhand, our observations are not entirely definitive. So instead, let's have a look at how this guitar has stood the test of time. I mean, it is over 20 years old. The fit and finish all look to be holding up pretty well. No large gaps forming in the neck cavity, no visible cracking at the neck joint, no splits in where the fretboard meets the neck. And that beautiful satin black finish has aged really well. Nice. None of the plating has come off the black chrome hardware. It still looks like new. Now in the back, where all the business happens, we find that all the electronics used are of a really high quality and being soldered with a decent level of skill. But it's not all rainbows and butterflies. When looking at where the back plates have been screwed into the body, we can find that they have missed not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4 friggin' times. That's embarrassing. Now we here at the House of Shred have heard mixed reports, good and bad, when referring to the quality and workmanship of these guitars. Many claim this is due to the Hansa having commissioned the creation of these guitars across many different Chinese factories, all across OLP's lifetime. But both the OLPs we have in the House of Shreds collection both seem to be of a really high quality. But a close friend of the channel has a bass OLP and it's reportedly a load of crap. Then again, he is a bass player, so we gotta take that information with a big shot of penicillin. Anyway, enough about those among us not talented enough to handle 6 strings. Speaking of strings, now here at the House of Shred, whenever we buy ourselves a used guitar, we always make sure that we go and change those strings straight away. And when it comes to strings, we never, ever go any further than just putting NYXLs on everything. Just everything. Best strings ever. Haven't broken any yet. Well, maybe I have, but I had to really try hard. So the moral of my story is, whenever you buy a used hell, whenever you buy any guitar at all, go and buy yourself a nice set of new strings. Like NYXLs. That was another House of Shred. Now, let's get back to your regular scheduled programming. All in all, we are pleasantly surprised with the care and attention that went into crafting this OLP Coffin guitar. Good job. How does it sound? Radio. Let's see what kind of spooky ass sounds we can get out of this thing. Does it shred? Can I get one? That kind of depends on how patient you are. These things aren't exactly common. When one does come up for sale, it almost never comes with the hard case. This is because pretty much everybody who bought one of these guitars just bought it for the case. You know, put their BC Rich Warlocks in. Now, OLP guitars here in Australia do hit the market occasionally. You're almost always able to find one or two of them for sale really, really cheap at every crackhead's favorite pawn shop. You know the one. I mean, the only one they have at the time of making this episode is even found in the spiritual hometown of the Dope Fiend, Dandenong. But OLP released so many different models across their licensing run that there's always plenty of variety out there to choose from. But as for the OLP Coffin guitar this episode is based on, if you're willing to wait for one to come up for sale, eventually one will turn up at a pawn shop near you. Most likely for a really good price. I mean, we got this one off of eBay for like 300 bucks. It didn't have the case, but luckily as we have so very many BC Riches in the House of Shred collection, we actually had an original Coffin case guitar case laying around to complete the set. Then immediately after we finished filming, we put a BC Rich straight back in there. You know, priorities. Now, as for the rest of the world, they can go for silly money like this moron here. Or more reasonable, 200 to 300 bucks. You know, kind of what they're worth. So, that's it. We survived our first Halloween special. Now, time to reflect on this delightfully odd guitar. Well, I think it did pretty good. I mean, plays good, sounds good, looks okay-ish, I guess. Kind of like a reject shop BC Rich in a way. I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice, but as a unique little guitar curio, I think it stands up okay. And that case is just so amazing. So we gotta take that into account. So very many BC Riches out there have avoided chipped horns thanks to this little guitar's hard case. So, let's give it a score. Yeah. This seems about right. We, here at the House of Shred, give the OLP Coffin guitar a score of 4 out of 5 surprise-looking pumpkin heads. Huh? What the hell is even that? Next time on the House of Shred. Nothing screams gothic like having some old dude's picture on the back of your headstock.